It's so hot in this lair. Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Donkey Kong Bananza. Last time, we managed to get through the cooling tower alongside beating Poppy in her invisible act. This time though, we are in the lowest layer of the freezer layer, which is very hot. So let's go and talk to the zebra over here and see what he has to say. Gonna be a hot trot through the source of the bra, but the ice maker might cool things down a bit. Ah, crud. I think I know what happened. Unfortunately, I already checked, but it's basically a proc for the information of the route over there. So, yeah, that's pretty much the main thing you have to go for this layer, and that's pretty much the main thing you have to go for. Thankfully, though, for my sanity, I'm not too concerned by it. So, if you jump back behind here, there are fossils. Now, fossils can be reapplied and re-gotten at any point, so I'm not too concerned about losing out on the fossils, so I'm gonna save first. I know I had to re-record because of this nonsense, because it went on for too long, and I really didn't want to make it a long episode. Now, if you go under here and hang over here, and then you walk across the middle, you can actually reach a pathway down below, leading you to an area that's unseen by many. We've burned our butts so many times on this, so unfortunately, I have to go through the area again just to show off where a banana is located for it, because these fossils reset and reproc whenever I have to, so it does suck. But I don't really have much of a choice when it comes down to this. So, by going all the way to the end of this, there is a banana at the very end of this route, and you can grab it here. So, I just wanted to show off that banana in particular because it's a banana that was permanently missing, and because I saved the game but then closed it, it meant I closed it at this point, so now I'm back to here again. Construction tone, let's go and open this again, and then ruins are blocked off, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. Open the construct tone, and there is Zebra Bananza over there. The one thing I hate about games like this is auto-saving. Auto-saving sucks. So let's go into here to the Zebra Bananza. Now, this stage is horrible. Squealoids times 8. Squealoids explode as soon as you hit them, so try to be careful where you hit them and be careful where you land, because if you don't, you're gonna get sent flying or die, so try not to get hit by them too much. Alright, good. We're almost done with this. We actually have just 2 more to go. Pow. And then pow. All done with them entirely. Banana! Battle on the run. Fighting on the run. Alright. Now, with all that done, we can actually go on our merry way to where we're supposed to go. Now, the correct pathway to go to in order to get to the way you're supposed to go to is by this ice bridge. That will be immediately creating bridges for you to walk across if you go onto it. Of course, like any ice, ice is bad. So, yeah, that's a lot of items here. We can actually get a lot of gold here, and there's also a getaway making location. So let's go to the Architone and actually build it. Alright, good to go. Now, originally when I first recorded this episode, I tried to go a little bit too much and get all the bananas at once. But then I realized it. You're coming back here later anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's go and check to see if Pauline has anything new to say.
DK, are you awake? It was cold before, so I wanted to go somewhere warm, but this spot is way too hot. You okay, DK? Is your fur all sweaty? When we get out of here, we're gonna eat so many frozen treats. Good night.
Desperately needed that healing, and yeah, that's when people complain about it being too hot, they make it so that way they lose clothing. Make it too cold, they add more layers. That's right. And the main objective they want to go to is over there, but first, let's take care of everything around here, and then we'll head over. I can go back later in the future, but we'll backtrack later in the future. Believe me when I say that backtracking in this game isn't not as bad as you may appear to be, but this layer doesn't really have many bananas I really care about. So, yeah, there's that. There's also bananas that will basically be showing a little quick, like, sneak preview of the actual layer, but I'm not too concerned by them because it's really not needed. Let's go here and punch, punch, punch. Trade on the tiny island. Nice. So let's go and cannon ourselves over to the actual area over here, and then use singing to bust this open. By the way, you can actually bust it after you start singing. It makes things go a little bit faster, especially when you want to get into something very quickly. Especially helps speedrunners. I've served Slope. This unique challenge stage is a bit different than what you're used to because you gotta make one ice serving. Now, there's a hidden one in this area. If you go over here and punch it, as you see, there's concrete below. Get rid of the concrete and get rid of the actual snow around it, and then get boom bombs over here to grab and then slam down. There we go. Now, what you have to do is to line it up so that way these boom bombs, and rather the snow pile, goes the correct direction. There we go. Got rid of that, and now we can actually punch this open. Unfortunately, because punching how it works in this game, you're not going to be able to line it up perfectly, but it's going to do its job just fine. Now, ironically enough, like any other stage that's a challenge stage, if you climb on the wall here and then go to the side, and then climb all the way to the tippy top of this pot, you can actually see a banana. Oh, banana over the slope. Nice. There are backtracking bananas that you're going to go to in this stage, and believe me, they do suck. Which is why I'm not concerned about the bananas in this stage that much. Okay, game, sure. Okay, that's an opening I wanted to make. Now, with that opening out of the way, I can now go and activate the switch. I will make sure to get the ice afterwards, but for now, though, let's get the main one out of the way first. All right. This should lead to the serving that we want to get hit first. And there's a bed going in there. Ah, dang it. It's not going in all the way. Eventually, they'll slide over. However, there's an easy way to do this. Throw snow at snow. And throw snow at snow right here. Well, it's not really working all that well, but you can see my method of doing it. We're still getting, like, editing in there, so it's pretty much fine to keep going anyway, because it's now about to finish. That leads to a banana. And that's what I was trying to aim for. Now, for the next one, we just want to punch through the opening here and then finish it. Now, it should slide all the way into the hole like we're supposed to. Some missed out of the way, but we're fine now. Actually, it's going by pretty quickly. And the banana should be made in about 2 seconds. I say that, and it's still not 2 seconds. Okay. If that snow cone made, we can actually get another banana. This is the one that's normally for the stage if you don't bother looking for secrets. Boom, banana, scraping on the slope. And then the second one is called the sneaky second serving. Ah, yes, sneak a second serving indeed. Anyway, that's another banana down. More to go. Let's go and leave this layer. Or rather, leave the stage. I'll be perfectly honest, this stage does remind me, reminds me a lot of something in Mario Galaxy. I believe it was called Hot and Cold Galaxy in Mario Galaxy 1. Alright, that's done with that. And then done with you. And done with you. And then done with you. Okay, back on the Mario Galaxy thing. Like, honestly, Galaxy's a fun game. I do like it a lot. Not as, like, childhood memories as, like, Sunshine and whatnot. But it does remind me of it. Okay, there we go. Preserved bug. Game was being stubborn about it. So, another thing is the fact that the stage does remind me of that stage a lot in Mario Galaxy. So, besides that, though, that's pretty much the main thing that's about the Hot and Cold Galaxy. I did like the gimmick about it. Like, hot and cold. There we go. There's also a sign over here. We're using our latest frozen treat, the Choco Melon Overload. Oh, Choco Bananas always sell out. I cannot get enough. My Choco Banana... Bleh. I cannot get my Bananium Sweet Tooth on, you said. And we heard you. We took that same celebrated choco coating, but smothered it all over an entire Bananium melon this time. Now you can stuff your face with bite after bite after bite and never stop. Be careful with this stuff, bruh. Yes, be very careful. If something's too delicious, you're going to be eating it out of House of Home. Yeah, that sometimes happens. Now, when it it comes to sweet itself, this layer always gets me hungry. I don't know why, it just does. Now, the main objective you want to do is over here. Another one of the segment tones and fracture tones, so we can actually go and fix this guy back up. I recommend going either way. It does not matter which. Just wait on this spot right here. Wait in the middle. They won't move off the thing, but they will fall off if you're not careful. And try not to be out of their range, because, of course, like last time, they will fall off, and it sucks. And there we go. 2, and... yeah. Now, this one's waiting for another one, so let's go and get the next one. Because that one won't move after you get it done, so it doesn't matter what order you go in, it just means one's waiting. You can get all of them at once if you really want to. I've done it before, but it's a lot slower. There we go. All fragments done. Another banana. Oh, banana. And then, oh, banana. Prisoner fragment token recovery. So with that one done, let's go this way, and then slap this way, and then go over here to see a fossil. Actually quite important to get this fossil out of the way. Sea lily. So, yeah, that's pretty much the main thing you wanted to get done. Now, underneath the entire thing is a geyser, but this geyser is actually a fake wall leading towards another geyser alongside 2 sea lilies. Really useful to get. I like it a lot. Now, with that done, that's most of everything in the bananas in the area. And actually another fruit. That's pretty good. Now, these guys complain about the cold heat, so clap them and they'll automatically get into cooler clothes. Well, less clothing. So, if you can be DK, who can pretty much have no clothing on, naked as the day you were born. Now, you want to go over here and pull this lever. With that done, that leads us to the next location. Now, what we have to do is actually get over there and get done quickly. Activate your Zero Bananza, because this will vanish. And be careful where you move, because if you move too much, you're gonna fall off and it's gonna be sucky. Make sure you clap when you need to get the gold, but that's pretty much obvious what you have to do. We're basically just waiting for the thing to get to the end, and now let's hit the banana. Banana, tricky trot onto the ice maker. Now let's punch the wall open. There we go. And land. Now, ironically enough, there actually is another fossil over here. You want to grab some gold. All right, not you, dummy. Thanks, game. I don't want to grab that. Stop grabbing that. Okay, game. You want to keep grabbing rocks. I get it. All right, now the game's cooperating. Not. Okay. Can I grab gold 10 times second? Thank you. Sheesh. The game finds it humorous, and I'll never understand why. Now, if you really want to get the gold to cooperate, you can reset the terrain, and then it will pop open. But I don't like resetting terrain because it does screw you out of everything else. There we go. Smashing lava, and there's actually a fossil in the lava. That's what I was trying to go for. There we go. Now I can actually go after the fossil right now. Sea lily gotten. And then with that done, these guys are going to be a pain in the butt. You got to be careful where they're going to roll over to you. You're very, very, very ugly. That guy was pretty much going to become a hazard. I'd rather not deal with him, so let's ignore him for now. Okay, stop that. I'm trying to get gold, and you're not helping. Grab the gold, and immediately blow up the wall, and then you're good to go. That's pretty much what you want to do when going through this layer, and believe me, it's more annoying than you may think. Grab the rocks. If you want to get rid of the rocks, do it, because these are going to be annoying to get away with. Now, there actually is something over here you want to reach and grab. There's actually another checkpoint here. Now, I will be doing a little bit of backtracking here in this episode, because mainly there is actually some things I want to grab for bananas. Now, okay, this is going to be a nightmare. But I think I can actually grab the wall. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually grab that wall, throw it away the rock, and then get the other rock, and then throw it into the distance. Because I don't need it that much, and this actual thing is a verse that you want to talk to. And it should be about... Okay, boop. Okay, there we go. There we go. Very, very nice. And now I still can't read that side. That is not good. I need to read that side now. Yes, thank you for letting me read the side. Saga of the Explorer Tone, verse 8. This sublayer is warmer than the icy ones we explored above. The heat down here makes it a perfect environment for producing chocolate. They dip a sweet, soft banana into the molten chocolate, which is the only possible in this area, and then the result. Ah, thinking about it has caused a rumbling in our insides. We must take in more delicious meals on this journey. Ah, yes, the joys of food. Now, before we actually go to the actual area where we're supposed to go in the compressor, there is a banana that we've missed. You're probably wondering, where the heck is it? Well, it's one of those cage bananas up top. All you have to do is go back to the main area of the Catering Creamery, and then use the teleport to get there. Back at the Catering Creamery, we can actually go and check for it. All you gotta do is go here and then go through this hole. Pretty much the main objective to get to. It's pretty simple to get to. Now, this cave also has a lot of other secrets, but we're gonna go primarily just to get the actual area we need. These guys are more or less annoying, but they're not exactly too bad. These guys do pop lava, so if you can do it.
Okay.
There we go. We can actually get it, the stupid fossil here. There we go. Sea lily gotten, and now I can actually get the fossil. Okay. Pause your face open, and now I can punch you in the face. There we go. Very. This. Mine. The divide. That was an old disc. That's 10. Hello, fragments. More fragments for me. And another fossil. Come here. I want to come over. I just want to talk. Buddy. My way of talking is me smacking this thing in the face. Actually, another fossil over here as well, if you want to grab it. Another sea lily. Hey, where are you going? I just want to talk. Come here. I can't believe I'm tempted to use zebra. Gotcha. Okay, wall. This guy is annoyingly running around. Where do you go? Come here. I just want to talk. There we go. I hit him once. That's all I got. All right, 2 fragments. I want more. Okay, yes. Okay. Okay, this snow makes things worse. All right, this guy is running like a psycho. Come here. There we go. Yeesh, that was annoying. Thank goodness he stopped running around. Now, there's a fossil in here that I missed. There's actually a wall that can lead to the fossil. Ah, it's lava. Never mind. There's no way I can get to that fossil right now. Yep. That's a bait. That's totally a bait. I'd rather not do that again. Hi, buddy. If you hit the right timing, you pop him, and then you can actually hit them forward. Pretty odd to do, but okay. Do not want to grab that. Stop grabbing dirt. I know I can grab snow, game. Thank you. Sheesh. Really? Can you not do that again? Now I gotta wait again to get rid of the lava. Dang it, game. Just waiting for this thing is intolerable. Yeah, the wait and bait game is annoying. Come here, buddy. There you go. Punch. And we got rid of most of the lava there. I don't care about any more lava. I'm just gonna go my merry way, because this steak is actually what you want to hit. There we go. Now I can actually go underneath it and actually see there's a banana, and that'll lead you to a preview of the Choco Lava. That's what I was trying to go for and trying to show off. Now, you're probably wondering, where the heck is Cranky Kong? Because we've seen him in every area except this one right now. Well, it's actually very funny where I say that because Cranky's not exactly that far. But first, before we go to the Cranky Kong, I want to... Okay. Let's just climb on this rope because I don't want to lose my mind again, because I actually did miss something over here. Dialogue back over here. So if we go here, back to this area, I forgot about this dialogue. Let's go check it.
Wow. I can't stop watching it snow. It's a blizzard higher up, but the snow down here is softer, fluffier. And it's cold like the snow back home, but it makes me feel all warm and cozy inside. Snow has all kinds of moods. I like that. Good night.
It depends on the snow. Honestly, I prefer soft versus hard snow. Or even better, I prefer not having ice. Now, this one is easy. All you have to do is grab snow and then turf surf. Okay, whoop. There we go. Zebra, zebra, zebra. All right, let's go and can ourselves over. Oh, boom, boom, and banana. Over ice and lava. 2 points now. I can save it up for a little bit, so I'm going to do that. Gold? Ooh, gold. Now, there is a fossil I missed over here. Okay, there we go. See Lily over there. Now, let's focus on my priorities before I get scatterbrained again. So, sorry about that. So there is something I did miss. If you go back up to the top layer, there's no more bananas I really need to worry about in this layer. There is one in a cage again. Now, to get that one, you have to be in the top layer. And then, unfortunately for me, there are 2 bananas I missed that I really do want to get up top here. But the main thing I want to say outright is the fact that you need to head back to where the warp gong is. Now, believe me, there's a lot of bananas I did miss back on this layer. So, I'm going to go them later, but for now, though, I'm not too concerned by them yet. Now, to find out where the banana for the cage is, though, I'm pretty sure it's more or less everyone's question of where that is. You have to dig underneath where the zebra banana guy is. I got a balloon. You have to dig under this entirely just to find it. Yeah, I'm not kidding. So, you had no choice but to dig. And look at the void stake in order to get down to the below, because this is usually the preview of the actual Gator Creamery, which you want to go after. Under the cannon again, and fire out. Alright, with that done, we just need to find the hole we were in before. Where the heck is it? I don't remember where I launched myself out of, because now I'm concerned. Oh, right, there's a hole right there. Okay, so I get scatterbrained because unfortunately the map makes everything look the same. So there is a fossil in the not fossil in the beginning, excuse me. There is a banana in the beginning I also missed. If you go over here, by the waterfall, by the way, there's actually something behind the waterfall. Yeah, I know, obvious. But to get to that one in particular, you can't be, you know, next to onto the water, because water will actually hurt you here. You want to dig under a spot around this location, because it actually leads to you going down below. Okay, fine, more gold, whatever. If you dig underneath the below all the way and then go forward again, you can go behind the waterfall. Once you go behind the waterfall, pop another hole open, and then dig underneath enough just so you can actually make an opening over from the snow. As you see, there's a pathway behind here. Hey, like Okami taught me, anytime there's something behind a waterfall, check for it. There we go. That makes things so much easier. Okay. Now, there's a fossil here, as well as a banana in the back of this. This is what I was trying to go after first. See, Lily? Good. We will backtrack here in the future, like I said before, but the main reason for backtracking again is because one of the bananas requires something else, another Bananza, in order to get, which we cannot get here. So with that done, we're done with that. There's one more thing I wanted to do. One big thing I wanted to do. We want to head back to the cooling tower's top floor. Now, on repeat playthroughs, I do miss this one by accident a lot. So, forgive me, but what you have to do is actually check for the top layer here in order to find it. What you have to do is find a sort of opening, like right around here, for example, and then pop it open. All right, there we go. And now we can actually get across and get out. What you have to do is, this is the way, a stopping point, but you want to actually head around the tower to go below and then back up again. you're pretty much in the outside of the tower to reach the top layer of the tower. Pretty obvious how it works, so not exactly too bad. Now, there's 2 openings for that, so you can go either or. It does not matter. It just matters how you're going to get up here. Now, the banana in question I was talking about before that I said outright you could not get to is basically on a floating island all the way over there. Can't get it. Now, by the way, for those who are curious about Cranky Kong's location, you have to climb up all the way here just to get to it. Hello. Oh, look whose big hairy mug finally turned up. Is that all you got to say? Listen up and listen good. It'd serve you well to hear this. Do you know why I'm down here, eh? Well, I'll tell you. It's because a certain big shot was the lyric of duty. When I heard there was a banana bandit down loose, I knew who to blame. Just had to suss out where he ran on to hide. But my job wasn't done there, no sir. See, the so-called leader of the bunch was away for a frolic in the mines. You get what I'm saying? I had to leave our comfy island and be the hero. Just because you weren't around. Phooey. Should have been you riding Ramby all the way down here to avenge those stolen bananas, not me. What a rotten crook. Laughing with his jagged fangs on display, full display. He doesn't scare me in the slightest. I'll knock those incisors right out of scissor. Anyway, I'm pooped. Lecturing is tiresome work. That's all I have to say for now, and you bet that'll change. Here you go, got something for you. Oh, banana. Got that one done. Now, there's another banana that's actually located at the top of this area as well. All we gotta do is to get to the eyes of this actual device for the cooling tower. Punch the eyes open, and there's actual grates here that lead to a banana. Another one of these more easy to get to bananas. Honestly, it's my own fault for missing them. So, that's why the last episode had less bananas. Now, there's a banana I missed back in the village. Ironically enough, this is mostly my fault because it was painfully obvious where it was. But it's also because it was going on for too long. I really didn't want the episode to be that long, and I didn't really want to make it go forever. So, the gauge place over here is where you need to locate it. Boom, and then we're in. This one's called Red Hot Rotations. Now, this stage can be either long or short. Basically, you gotta time your rotations properly in order to hit these guys. So, now we gotta wait a little bit because he unfortunately got stuck in the lava, so I can't really do much. So I gotta wait for him to come back, punch him again, and then punch him against the wall. There we go. That's very much easy. Now, we can actually ride this if you want to. However, these guys are a respawn rate that is insanely quick. Yeah. Hi, how's it going, buddy? Bye-bye. Ironically enough, these guys respawn so fast, you can actually get a lot of music CDs from these guys. Alright, that's done with. Boom. And goodbye. And then we can actually go after these and get apples. If you really need the apples, they're right there, but not really too needed right now. And boom. Boom. Ooh, music CD. Void Kong Confrontation. If you want to actually get these guys to not move, you can actually force them to, well, get slapped. And then getting slapped will actually move their direction a little bit forward to another side. Clearing a red hot path is the first one done and we got another skill point. I recommend saving your skill points again. I usually don't do this, but I need to save my skill points again because there's something coming up in the future. Now, we want to wait and bait. Got it? And then you want to actually smack him into an area over there. That's pretty much good, but right now, though, I want to wait for a better opportunity. Since that guy fell, unfortunately, that guy's perma-gone unless I smack him. There we go. That's done with that. Now, you don't want to wait on this thing a little bit, but however, as you see, there's a banana over there. Wait for it, and then climb back down again. Let the thing roll away, and just pretty much climb onto the wall. Do not go too fast. That's pretty much the main thing I want to tell you all to do. Y'all to do. Now you go inward, and then you can drop down and get a banana. Banana. Behind the red hot paths is done. And if that's done, we can actually go after the banana. That's the main focus of the stage. All right, that's done with that, done with that, done with that, and punch again. Punch that again, and punch you again. Boom, 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 and another banana over here. Banana. With that one done, I can now fire myself out of the cannon. All right, with that done, I'm going to get back to the main layer that we're supposed to go, and then we'll go right towards where we need to be, the compressor. All right, we're at the compressor again. Now, let's go and actually see what the compressor has to offer, shall we?
Scorching in there. Be careful, DK.
So let's go in. Diving. Whoop, made a hole. You actually see the hole in the cutscene. The last boss of this layer, the Inflammonite. This guy is very hot. His strategy is roll into you and hope for the best. That's pretty much the main strategy you're going to be focusing on for this guy. Now, this does remind me a lot of Tears of Kingdom bosses, which is very simplistic, very basic in design. Now, throw ice at him, because if you do that, he spins out of control, slamming into a wall, and he gets cold. Now, you want to activate Zebra, because Zebra is the faster one to use. Now, chase after him immediately, because Zebra is actually the fastest to catch up to him. He's going to create pathways out of mist. Punch him, and then he slams into a wall. Pretty good. Now, if you have more snow again, on the road, I recommend grabbing the snow and throwing it back at him again so he doesn't actually run away. And I got myself hurt. Great. Whatever, that's fine. I'm pretty much fine to keep going. Obsidian is the next item that we haven't hit yet. They can actually go fast enough to actually smack him before he gets to his runaway phase. Wait for it, 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 and throw again. And we are basically blitzing the boss. Yes, this boss can be very blitzed. And now, boom. Okay, follow him again, and then he's running again, and then slam him. All done. He is not a very good Lord Helix, is he? Nope. Ah, yes, another dive to the next layer. Boom, boom, boom. And it's time to dance once again. And with that, we can now dive to the next sinkhole. And we can even check it out. So, let's actually go to the next sinkhole and see what it has at the below one. And see what's beyond this layer. Beyond this layer.
That place was too cold and too hot. And wow, Poppy put up a good fight. But the way you went all Bananza back there, that was awesome. Okay, Planet Core, here we come.
Time to keep diving down, and as you see, this guy can be smacked while doing this. And where are you running? I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I only smacked you once. Come on. Why are you running? Why are you running? Now, something seems to be wrong. Void. This is the junction. Sublayer 700. We passed 600. And we have landed on the freezer's path. And there seems to be a lot of void calling around here. Banana. Cool off the Inflammonite. 5 points for us. Which gives us another skill point. However, I'm going to still save. These guys are frozen.
No way!
Yep. Yes way, Pauline.
Everything's been voided out.
Ironically enough, that thing is unavailable to be affected by the void. Now, this layer is not able to be affected in the slightest in certain ways. You gotta wait a bit, but... Oh, you're not trapped. Thank the tones. There's a bridge here, but it's sank underneath the weight of this purple metal. If you destroy that strange device over there, that bridge should return. But to get to the strange device, let's go and try to get it. Now, when you try to go over to the strange device, cannon-like enemies. They target you no matter what, and it sucks. There we go. Popped it open and punch, punch, punch. And now the void is removed. And a bridge reforms. There are 2 bananas that you can get for this, by the way. We're free. Now, more ice and mud. I'd rather not use the Bananza right now, so I'm not going to waste my time with it. Okay. Okay, wait for it. There we go. Now we can get the item. Banana. Fried snack. Alright, the hidden snack has been gotten. You can actually get to secret pathways if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah. Okay. That was bothersome plus tedious. Okay, I didn't want to get smacked repeatedly.
Void's machine, right? Why isn't it moving?
Who knows, Pauline? Why isn't it moving? Cleared the way out. Crash path. And another one of these verses. Verse 12. The branched path has become a single road once more. The chilly winds of the snowy peaks and the sweet fragrance of the forest have left our hearts full. We sing joy as we write this. There's a forest we still have not yet to go to. So let's go over here and talk to the getaway guy and heal off the damage we took from the plastic cannons.
Time for a break.
I desperately need this because I got smacked. So, jump down in and let's see what Pauline has to say.
Hey, DK, you awake? Those fractones that got trapped in that unbreakable void stuff. Not able to move. Not able to sing. All those poor things. I can't stop thinking about them. Whenever we find a fractone trapped like that, we have to set it free. Okay? Good night.
Alright, with all that done, we basically have nothing else to go. Now, to get to the other pathway, the bridge is still not built yet. We saw it with our own eyes, but we couldn't barely believe it all the same. The huge dirt pile dropped in from above and then just stopped moving. And a strange, loud little creature floated out of it. We're about to say hello when those 2 gizmos coated us in unbreakable purple stuff. You cannot reach that location without doing something else first. And we need to break more void stuff. Let's talk to this guy. Are you trying to catch that giant dirt pile over there? Yes. The strange device is coated in the bridge in purple metal. It got so heavy it sank below. If you get rid of that purple stuff, the position portion of the bridge should rise back up. And we have our objective. We have to go and get the other resin entirely. You see that contraption? You can't get to that side anymore because of it. The opposite is also true for those who want to get to the gizmo. First, use the gong to teleport back to the divide. Once you're there, take the forest path. Now, yeah, you can basically have to clear all the void terrain to get through, and there's no way to do anything about it. So, we're gonna follow that. And there's actually something below, construct toad. Let's go get this one out of the way first. Enter the ruins. Let's cost it, no slash price, 600. Thank you. Construction complete. And dive in.
Let's do this.
Krakenoid times 2. These guys are made of lava. You cannot do anything with them. Ha 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 ha. Basically, we're luring it into the missiles. There you go. Stinker. You said that was annoying. At least now we're done with the Very safe, Frostus. More skill points to save. Fire yourself out of the cannon once again. And with that all done, that is all of the bananas we can get in this layer for now. Everything else is still blocked off by, well, the void stuff. Can't do anything with it. You can't get rid of it yet. And we can't reach that location without any sort of... We can't even reach it with no tricks. So, instead, we are going to head back down with the warp gong to the divide. Returning to the divide, definitely take the other branching path.
Here?
Now all we have to do is create a pathway over to the divide. And look at that, the zebra is over here. So since we opened the way to the freezer layer, the zebras actually move between layers. Quite interesting when you think about it. But regardless of that, you want to climb up to the top of this. And actually I didn't read the sign the first time. Part 1, verse 4, we've reached the fork in the road. One's branch is snowy, the other is leafy. We're deeply curious about them both. Neither one could lead us to the origin of us. You know, it's a decision. We stand on one foot and spin around until we are overtaken by dizziness. Once we fall over, which path we point toward will be the one we follow. At least they both point down. Yeah. Alright, up top, Ramby. Up top.
Let's go a different way this time.
We're gonna have to go a different way. So, in order to get to a different way, you have to break this in order to get downward. Punch, 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 and punch. We made a route. We can actually climb up now. You don't need to destroy all of the goo. You just need to destroy enough to actually reach up there. So, climb up here, and then head to the forest path. Squirrels, other animals are around the area as well. However, with that out of the way. Now, there is no hidden bananas here that I need to worry about, so we're all done with the divide anyway, so there's no matter. So, we're at the middle of the divide, and then, as you see, another one of those void things are stakes of blocking it. Let's pop it open. And the route to the next layer is open to us.
Let's go.
And next time on Donkey Kong Bonanza, we will be heading down below and seeing what the forest layer has to offer. See you all next time.